Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Corporate Expat Mom broadcast. My name is Elena Gomez Rodriguez. I'm your host, and I'm a mental fitness coach. I help women, especially expatriate women, do it all without burning out and thrive abroad. And why I'm mentioning this, mental fitness, because today is going to be about mental fitness. Because it's like, I like the analogy of mental fitness because you probably already have some kind of an idea what that is. You can imagine it as going to the gym to work out on your muscles so that you don't get out of your breath when you want to climb up some stairs, or you can recover faster from some bigger physical effort. And the mental fitness is similar in this respect, because it helps you build your mental muscles to be able to go through more and more difficult challenges, just whatever life throws at you, without being stressed about it or without burning out. And you might be thinking, like, mental muscles, like my brain has muscles. So it's just analogy for talking about your brain that is firing. Like, they can measure actually in a scan that different areas of your brain will start firing, and you can change that, and you can rewire your brain through mental fitness, and those changes are visible in 6 weeks. So this is a science. This is not me making something up on a sunny Sunday afternoon or a rainy Friday afternoon in Paris. This is science. It's based on research of positive intelligence, Shirzad Shamin, and you can read more about that if you're interested. But let's talk about why that matters to you. So if you're listening to this, if you're dedicated your time, your precious resource to learn, it's probably because you are struggling with being hijacked by stress and you feel like there's no way out. And you want to be able to go through the challenges today with little more resources than just some positive affirmation stickers on your bathroom window, or spending mirror, not a window, as for spending like hours in meditation. Because I was posting a poll on Facebook and LinkedIn earlier this week. And this is what most of you were saying. Like, I don't have time for meditation. I don't want to do meditation. I cannot do more than 5 minutes. Even though, again, research proves like this is one of the most effective ways how mindfulness can help you. But who has time for just sitting on a meditation pillow for a half an hour, even longer, to calm down? So if you're wondering if there are other more effective ways to do that and stop being hijacked, and then you're in the right place. So let's start here. Why do you feel stressed in the first place? Tell me. I cannot hear you, but just answer for yourself, please. And I'll tell you the answer that I usually hear the most, and that was my own once upon a time. And that was that I was always a high achiever. I always felt like I wanted to prove that I can do better, and I felt like there was a good potential. I wanted to do as much as possible and learn as much as possible and achieve and succeed. And now being a mom, like, the pressure became even higher. And this is what I hear from the women I work with. Like, you want to be a great mom, you want to have a career or a business as well. You don't want to be just a mom. You have some other passions as well. You're the CEO of your household. So there are so many things pressing you for your attention and for your time. So you simply feel like, I don't have the time to do it all. And if you try to do as much as possible, then you feel like a rat in a never-ending sprint. Like, it's just too much. This is usually why you think you feel stressed. Now, how mental fitness reframes it is that there are actually voices in your head that tells you these lies, like mine. Can you see the hyperachiever here? This one was mine. Like, you have to constantly strive to do more. Otherwise, like, you're not good enough, or you're a lazy bum, and you'll be like all the rest of others who are not doing well. And that's the judge. That's the inner critic that all of us have. That's talking about not only criticizing you, like how unworthy and what a failure, and that you should try harder. But also, this judge is criticizing others, it compares others, and it criticizes also your circumstances. And that's where we often take it for, like, yeah, this is truth, this is reality. COVID sucked, like I lost my job, or part of my business. Or like those are the things in the world that I cannot impact, and it's I'm the victim of that, and this sucks. So I have the reason to be mad and to be upset and to be stressed. So mental fitness offers a different perspective. If you ask yourself the question, like, aren't negative emotions useful, or isn't this the truth? Then think about it as putting your hand on a hot stove. Is it useful that you feel pain when you do that? Yes, because that's a signal. That pain is a signal. Hey, dummy, take your hand off the hot stove. If you wouldn't feel the pain, you would have kept your hand there and you would have burned it and lost it very fast. So this is a signal that tells you, hey, back off. There's something going on. Attention. It's the same with the negative emotions. So think about it as your alert system. Whenever you feel stressed, angry, resentful, frustrated, rather than trying to push it away, ignore it, avoid it, like feelings are useless and I will use my brain or I'll push through because there's no other way anyways. Rather than pushing it away and it coming back again, you throw it out of the door and it comes back through the window. Pay attention and try to see it as a signal. What is it is asking my attention, either for my action or for my acceptance, letting go? This is why, as they say, those saboteurs, they tell you lies. And it goes back to either your past, how these voices got in your head in the first place. It might go back to your childhood. Like for me, it was too little of unconditional love for too long. I had loving parents. I don't blame them for anything. But the love I got growing up was very by me trying the hardest. And that's basically the pattern that's then continued throughout my life. So it might have been something in your past that led you to be the people pleaser, the victim, the hyper-rational, hyper-vigilant, any of these 9 guys or combination of them. And this is what I do in my one-to-one coaching. So I go with my clients back there and discreate and heal whatever in the past happened that still keeps sabotaging them now, and they have no idea, like, where's this coming from. But what they do in the mental fitness, and what we will do here, we will talk about how to recover. So I'm going to remove just so that we can see each other again. So how to recover from being hijacked and from seeing it that, first of all, it's a lie. It's not the truth, and it's just a negative emotion that I need to pay attention to, and I need to like see that it's the lie. But then how do I turn it back into my own wisdom? So they call it the sage, your voice of truth and intuition and wisdom once you stop being hijacked. So think back to the last argument you had with somebody. And it didn't go well, you got triggered, you blew up, and then later on you regret it. Saying some things or not saying, not defending yourself in the way that you think you should have. Like, oh, I should have said this. So this is your wisdom afterwards when you cool down, telling you, like giving you, this was completely useless. Like, why did I let myself be pulled into that stupid discussion for nothing? Or why did I got angry with my little one for no reason? That's your wise voice, and you are kind of like hoping you would have access to that in the heat of the moment so that you would have avoided some of those situations even. So how do we do that? Because this is the most difficult part, right? You see yourself being hijacked, you're going to it, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to do it again, and you go there anyways. So how to prevent that? One way is the meditation, is the mindfulness, getting more awareness about your trigger and all of that. And we discussed that. It takes time. And not everybody can do that. So with mental fitness, we have an alternative. And that's PQ reps. So PQ standing for positive intelligence. And they take just 10 seconds to start with. So if you would like to try with me, I will invite you. The advantages, you can still keep your eyes open, keep doing what you're doing, and just start wiggling the toes on your right foot. Feel all your toes. And then start wiggling the toes on your left foot. Are you doing it? I am. And then wiggle toes on your both feet and try to count all of your toes. Did I say fingers? Toes. Try to find them all, feel them all. Up, 10 seconds, gone, done. So that was one PQ rep. The advantage is that you can do it anytime, anywhere. Nobody even sees you doing it unless you're wearing sandals and somebody's looking at your feet. Then you can do another PQ rep. There are like hundreds of ways how to do this. The main point is that you get from your brain that has been hijacked into your body. You distract yourself. It's like what works with the toddlers, right? If you're a parent, you know that. You distract yourself. You stop firing your brain in that area, which is not useful. And by focusing on your body and calming down, you start firing the other side of your brain that calms down, and it will help you access again that sage inside of you, that voice of wisdom. You will no longer hear your saboteurs. Now, is 10 seconds enough? It's a start. The more difficult challenge, going back to the gym metaphor, the heavier kind of load you want to lift, the more muscle you need to build. So if you would want to run a marathon today and you've never ran like 5 steps in your life, then probably it's not going to work. So you need to practice day by day, several times a day. As you keep practicing, you keep strengthening your mental muscles, you will be able to go through more difficult challenges or recover faster from them. Okay, so this is where we go on how to do that. First, you need to realize that you've been hijacked, that this is not the truth. Because once you cool down, you will realize there are more options on how to go about this, and it would have been more effective. So stop. As soon as you notice negative emotion, as soon as you notice your hand is on the burning stove, take it out, stop. Do a PQ rep. Wiggle your toes, or even do it with your fingers. You don't need to wait to get home and sit on your meditation pillow. Like you might have the whole day ahead of you. You're not going to like crunch your teeth until the evening when you sit on your meditation pillow. No, you do it right there in the moment. Do it with your fingers, do it with your toes, take breaths. Like you can do these things without having to remove yourself from that situation, because there are situations where you have to regain your calm in the middle of it. You cannot just tell the whole meeting, like you're running a meeting with your team, and just tell them, well, I need half an hour to sit in a meditation position. You can do it right there. Few seconds. The more you practice, the more effective it will be, and the less time it will take you to recover your peace and your wisdom again. Okay? This is my invitation for you for the coming days to practice. And you can go for, wiggling the toes is really my favorite. It's so cute. And nobody sees that. Nobody sees what you're doing. And you just realize like, okay, here we go again. Let's wiggle my toes. So let me know how it's going. This is my email address. I'd be very happy to hear from you either in the comments below if you are comfortable sharing with everybody. I want to invite you actually, and I didn't put a banner with it, but it's in the description of this broadcast. I'm doing a mental fitness class starting in 40 minutes from now at 1 p.m. Paris time, where we go into a little bit of more details about mental fitness. And at the end of it, I offer my invitation for a 6-week course, because it takes 6 weeks of intense work to rewire your brain and start firing more in your sage side to stop being hijacked. That's why the course will take 6 weeks. So you can grab the link from the description, and you can still sign up. Even if you're watching this broadcast later, still sign up, because we will record the mental fitness class. So you can then watch the recording and join us later. Great. So keep me posted how this little wiggling practice is doing, your PQ reps. Credits to Shirzad Chamin, Positive Intelligence, as I mentioned. And I will see you next week, Friday, same place, same time. Have a good weekend. I have no doubts you will have lots of opportunities to practice. So go for that. Take care. Bye.